starting to howl in Carter Finley Stadium as they are ready to see NC State go to work. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smothers. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. He wants to change this route. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
He'll ride his man on the option. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. The 50, the 40, at the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense rolls back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Maddox. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Back to pass, it's King. Quickly complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Maddox. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, NC State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the second time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
The option look. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Now the pitch. Makes it past the marker. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Gives it on the option. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Caught over the middle. It's Rutherford. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Sends it back in motion. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's King. Bought a little time, lets it go. And wings it incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
On the option. Now the pitch. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first.
Coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it! And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. They'll leave it with him. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. To the air, it's Bailey. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Defense wants to bring the heat. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air, it's King. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
At this point of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Trying to pick up a first down. The RPO, it's complete. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Got the quick completion. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Second down coming up. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. And he's dragged down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Smothers. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Back to throw, it's Kane. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He'll keep it himself. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
No gain on the play. Third down coming.
It'll be third and long. Scanning the field, it's King. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll trim the deficit to 15. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Going over the top. Hauls it in down the sideline. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Goes to the option. He breaks a tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Look out, he's got room. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Toss sweep to the right. Oh, he's got a chance. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Bailey. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing it.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Georgia Tech, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the option. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
On the run, it's Powell. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
NC State 28, Georgia Tech 13.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll ride his man on the option. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got it behind the line. It smothers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. And he had just enough to will that one home. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? on the option. He'll toss it. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been...
Breaks away in the middle. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It smothers. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
On the direct snap, it's Smothers. And he will take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll pull it on the read. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
You did the right thing, right? Offensively, everything worked out well. I ran the time, and the quarterback keeps the football, making a big play down the field, and a great job by the defense, securing the tackle and making him cough the football up down the field.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.